So, Aunt Meredith, I'd like to introduce Nicholas. Nicholas Juarez. We're in this Airbnb. It's a room in a house. I'm going to be preparing Asian noodles with shaved ribeye, broccoli, cabbage, carrot, green onion, and garlic from Texas, from Jet's Garden. Lovely. Jet's Garden was incredible. Jet's story is even incredibler. Nick's story also involves a lot of childhood abuse, as does Jet's. Didn't know such evil exists in the Christian church or the Catholic church. Holy shit, Meredith. So, because you're like, don't come to Cape Cod, take the plane, and my mom's like, here's $1,000 to get Cape Cod. I'm like pretty fucking confused. Like back before Allie and I separated, like I got in trouble for drawing anti-Trump shit on the sidewalk and sending it to like Pat and Dennis, my uncle and aunt on my mom's side. Okay. Like I was accused of being manically manic, and I'm like, no, I'm driven to try to help the situation. That's why I have change.org petitions to be president and soon governess of Montana. A lot of people are like everyone I talk to, red, blue, don't matter who, is like, tranny on paper to be governess? Yay, work the system. My lawyer is like, damn, dude. It's like she texts me regularly and she's like, damn, I can barely keep up with you. You're the idea machine and your mind moves at like 1,000 miles a second. I am an idea machine. And when me and Jet played around in like Chat GPT in a shared chat, or just when we talked, it was incredible. Like Jet's really smart. He's got the book smarts, I got the street smarts. So we got engaged. We both wanted that. A monogamous forever relationship. Okay. And then my lawyer's like, that's not going to help you in court. It seems erratic. I'm like, I talked to Jet 24 hours a day. We didn't talk, but like, he would help me go to sleep by, just like with James of Livingston, they'd sleep remotely. And I'd be like, oh, okay. Younger, healthier heart rate. Just like Allie had like a insanely healthy heart rate. And it was very calming to sleep next to her. When I'm not in a relationship, like Allie would call my vape device for nicotine my baba. Like nicotine helps me focus. It also fucks with my heart. And it's also relaxing. I know a lot about substances of abuse, more than most. I've taught various people, my therapists, whatever, how to like obtain stuff that's like extraordinarily safe and shit. I don't have any of that with me anymore. I obey all laws. Nick he smokes weed he's smoking too much now. He's become like a fucking blob. But he's gonna help me record the making of this dinner. And maybe we're gonna suggest to the owner, she's got a daughter, I think she's single, but we're gonna suggest that like maybe we just stay here for a minute. But I do intend to come to the Cape because that $2,000 bail check that I haven't been able to get, and it through no fault of my own. Like I stayed in Belton, Texas for 28 days. On the 28th day, 27th day is when Jet decided he wanted to run away from home. So we're carefully, like I went into his dad's house and I'm like, are you sure? Like I'm not pushing it. And he's like, I want out. I'm like, cool, let's go on a road trip, whatever. Like Jet's dad, like earlier on, he's like, who is this? You know, who are you talking to? And it's like, well, he's a dad and he's going through some shit trying to start a hike guiding business. And his dad's all like, okay, I guess you can, you can't go to Colorado because it's a libtard state, but you can, you know, maybe like I'll drive you up there to meet your hiking guide and you can have a summer vacation. So this place is cool. Like, where the fuck am I right now? Oh yeah, Chicago suburb, or it's nearby. These houses are all cheap as shit. Maybe I'll live here. I've been trying to go back to Big Sky, but then I had police encounters where the cops told me I'd get arrested if I called the hospital again. I'm not gonna stick around Montana not being able to make money because my lawyer tells me not to go to Big Sky. I'm not gonna go back there, make no money, wait until August 6th for a plane where I can't even like bring shit to Cape Cod, to Boston. Like, and then my dad's got to drive in the middle of the night. It's all like, I'm abandoning that flight. Maybe I can give it to somebody else. I'm not sure how it works. But I've like, because of my mom, I've lost an extraordinary amount of money. Like I'll now up it to 7,700, and she can pay, her and Peter can pay my dad back for the wasted money. My dad's not going to give me any more money until my mom ponies up, because she kept promising me money over and over and over. I know, Meredith, you don't want to hear about it. Talk to my dad about it. Like, this is dumb. Nick has got like access to money too. He's 192K in on lawyers for a divorce in 2018. Like, I talk to people around here. I talk to lawyers. I'll send you this article that's in I met a lawyer dude in North Dakota, and he pointed out this like case where the kids hadn't seen their dad for 6 years or something because he had a PTSD diagnosis from the military, and then that was used by the courts to keep him separated from his kids and give the mom full custody. Much like, and that was in the newspaper, and there's a lot of similarities to my bipolar 2 disorder keeping me from seeing my kids. Unlike Amanda, like, I've been to the hospital twice. Once for like 2 weeks when I was like 12, and my mom insisted that it was because she got divorced from my dad and it's all my dad's fault. And my mom keeps trying to tell me and other people that she knows what's going on between my ears, but, and that she's an expert in Alec, but I don't even have a relationship with that woman. I see her very rarely. Very, very rarely. And it's about to be never if she don't get divorced from Peter. So anyway, I hope you have a good night. Sorry I texted you and you don't like that medium of communication. But we might just stay here for a minute and be a housekeeper and private chef to this family while I practice my cooking shit. So look forward to seeing this on YouTube. My sister is dead because of Peter and my mother. I've known this to be true since before Allie's and my relationship imploded and my life in Big Sky. It's my mother's fault. She came up. I demanded she did not. I'm like, come up after Christmas, but nope. She showed up. She wandered off into a blizzard while I tried to help them get into their Airbnb, which ain't that fucking hard. Peter's like, doo-doo-doo over here as my mom's wandering off into a fucking blizzard. Peter lost my mother in the desert overnight and she showed up dehydrated. My mother sent me a text at one point last year where she's like, I'm gargling on my own saliva and Peter's not helping me. And then I asked him about it and he's like, oh, I didn't know if she was gargling on her spit or just like making sounds. I'm like, dude, bro. And then the police got called to my mom's house because Peter physically assaulted her, but he convinced her to just let it go. I talked to the police in a lot of states. I talked to a lot of therapists and psychologists. My mom is fucking batshit dumb and crazy and makes shit up and can't remember anything. She says this like text doesn't exist. Like, Peter Jet's grandmother is a shaman in Taiwan. And she sees it in my mom's eyes. she gone. She's basically hypnotized. She said she drifts in and out of fantasy. I don't. I'm 43 years old, relatively smart, and I've learned a lot this year, including that Amanda's dead because of Peter LeCain. Have a good night. Hope you're doing well.